there's always going to be an argument about whether or not your condition, whether or not your habit, whether you're an alcoholic, whether there's a disease inside of you, whether there's something wrong with you or not, physically. And it comes down to the nature or nurture argument. I'm always going to be on the side of nurture because that gives me the most control. And it puts the responsibility firmly in my court, right? It says that everything that has happened to me up until this point, this is where I am because of all the shit that's happened to me. It's not because there's something broken inside of me, that there's a gene that's broken or I've got this disease or something like that. I don't believe that. I think it's a cop-out. I'm highly suspicious of the following the science that tells you that this is nurture, because I always think, what is it that you're trying to sell me? What is it that you're trying to sell me, a pill, or you're trying to sell me something, and I think it's not something that is ever going to cure me of anything. I think it's going to take me deeper inside the problems that I already have. When I look at my life from the nurture point of view, I see every drop of alcohol that I put inside my body as my fault. I put it there. Nobody forced me to put it there. I wasn't held down and a funnel shoved down my throat and it poured down my neck. I wasn't bullied. Nobody had my family member by a gun. Nobody was holding a gun to my head. I did it all myself. I might have done it out of stupidity, out of not knowing. That's one of the reasons why we do a lot of stuff. But once you know, and once you know the damage that it's causing you, and you see the damage from pretty early on, when you start experiencing those hangovers, but we have this cognitive dissonance, and it's fed into by other people who say to you, yeah, but that's only part of the, part of the whole buzz of getting drunk, that you have the good and then you have the bad, and you soon get over it. You attach the hangover to being strong, being tough, being tough mentally. So you're mentally tough by continuing, regardless of listening to what your body is trying to tell you. You're being mentally tough by by continuing to put this shit into your body, by continuing to poison yourself. We all know about alcoholics. We all know about cirrhosis. We all know about the physical damage that it can cause. We all know. When I'm talking about alcoholics as well, I'm talking about people who have ruined their own lives because of the alcohol that they have consumed. But they will try and convince you, right, that it wasn't their fault, that it was something within them. It's a gene. It's a disease. Not my fault, And I don't like that. I don't like that from a personal point of view, because I wasn't raised that way. That's not, it just feels bad. It feels false to me. So, and as I said, I'm deeply suspicious of pharmaceutical companies. There's often pharmaceutical companies, I suspect, that come up with a pill or like some kind of whatever, fucking magic pill. And then once they've come up with the pill, then they come up with a condition that fits the pill. I'm convinced that that's what happens in a lot of cases. Now, I'm not saying that there is no, there are people that have got conditions who are treated by pharmaceuticals. That's fair enough. But I don't think the pharmaceutical companies have got any interest in creating a cure. A one pill fits all. You have this pill and it cures you from this thing. I don't think there's any interest in that, because there's no fucking profit in that. So, over the recent years, right, people have said, follow the science, and the science has been bullshit, or the science has been politicized. The science has been commercialized. So, you have to ask yourself, whose science are you following, and who is behind the scientists who are saying this stuff, right? Think about the big alcohol on one side of this and big quit alcohol on the other side of it, which is a huge industry. So that's a rant for today. I'm going to continue my walk. It's a bit cold to be standing around here. Take care of yourself, and onwards and upwards. Keep the alcohol out your mouth. Bye now.